Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown. Today I'm going to be reacting to The Crown Season 3, Episode 4, called Bubbikins. Now I actually do remember a little bit of this. Seems like I've actually been remembering several of the last few episodes. I'm not sure why. Some of them I don't remember at all, and some of them I remember pretty well. I do know that around the time that my husband and I were watching this the first time around was not when the shows first came out. It was when we had time, and it was during periods where I was working some of the time. I was working on my master's degree some of the time, sometimes doing homework, sometimes doing research. So I was very distracted. So that may be why some of them I really don't remember that well. It may also be that this was a more recent season and I had watched it more recently. Anybody that's waiting for it, I'm trying to get the Blast from the Past Supernatural Season 1 episode done. Once it's all trimmed up, I should be able to get it out to you. It should be coming up soon. I'll also be continuing to do reactions to This Is Going to Hurt. On to Season 3, Episode 4, Bubbikins. Meet the press.
We have a very special guest indeed. His Royal Highness, Prince Phillip, the Duke of Edinburgh. Automatically becomes Queen, correct?
Yes, correct.
So when the Queen married you, what happened?
Not had a pay raise in over 15 years.
Yeah, true. Go into the red, I think, next year.
To afford everything.
Well, very considerable.
I recognize him.
Beginning to have it to smaller premises, who knows?
Smaller palaces.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, yeah, we've already embarked. We had a small yacht, which we have had to sell.
Really?
And I shall probably have to give up Poland fairly soon, and things like that.
And hold the front page. You won't regret it.
I do that sometimes, but not that fast. I have a lot of nervous habits. If any of you have watched my game playing, I was watching and I was like, what am I doing? Like, I know I grind my teeth, but that's not what I was seeing. What apparently I was doing is kind of like lightly gnawing on my tongue like this. Like, seriously, I'll do that. Sometimes I will kind of chew on this inner part in my mouth right around here. I didn't even realize it. Sometimes I kind of lightly gnaw on my tongue. Very odd. My brother is definitely autistic, and I never really thought that I was, but there's definitely things that I do sometimes that make me wonder. I also have a frontal head injury, which contributes to a lot of things that I didn't used to do that I do now. So that could be part of it also. My autistic brother, when he's playing video games, he does this thing when he's really into it where he'll start sticking his tongue out. Like, the more into it he is, the more his tongue is going. All right, let's get on with the introduction. Here's the intro to The Crown, Season 3. If you like this content, leave me a like or a follow. If you click that little bell and click subscribe, you can get more notifications for content once it comes out. See you when I see ya. And there it is, The Crown.
Redundant piece of state infrastructure, the royal family.
$500,000. Now, when you compare that to the average family
Oh, I do know that. £1,607
per year,
The reaction from the rest of them concerned me. The fence sitters. Before the article,
Those are the ones that usually concern me when it comes to voting. Yes, the fringes on the edge are extremely worrisome, whether they're on the edge of the right, the left, or some other, like, really fringe element. But the people that are in the middle and that sit on the sidelines or sit on the fence and you don't really know exactly which way to go, sometimes it seems like they are swayed so easily by the current events that are happening or the mood of the country or whatever. I'm not big on the idea that we all have to be loyal to one particular idea, one particular party, stay there and be unwavering in our loyalty and support. I see the benefits of having a certain amount of loyalty, a certain amount of steadfastness, a certain amount of unwillingness to just sway with the wind. As I view many things, I think that it needs to be based on a certain amount of balance. You need a little bit of both, but there needs to be a healthy balance. Not a, oh, we have everything the same on all sides. That's not a healthy balance. That is a balance that might look good on paper, but often causes immense problems for certain people in that balance. I don't know if you've seen the image, but there's like this cartoon image of like a little kid, some other thing, an elephant or whatever. They're all standing on the other side of this fence in the same position. The really tall creature can see everything. In the middle, it's going to be a little more shaky. And the person down here is like not going to see anything. This other image where I think the short person is on a stool, like you have them on different levels. They can get the same results by accommodating their differences. That, to me, is a healthy balance. Sorry for getting sidetracked. It's just something that I think about. The people that are moderate on the sidelines, how are they going to react? What are they going to do? What are they going to say? Because they often are the determining factor of how things will go.
Cost the Exchequer £30,000. For which, I'm told, she did 2 days actual work.
Margaret's holiday not only secured a multi-million-pound bailout, which more than Mr. Wilson and his chums have achieved.
I wanted to say about the situation he was in where he was on Meet the Press and they were asking him this line of questions. To me, like you could see that a lot of that line of questions was sarcasm. And the reality that he didn't seem to pick up on the sarcasm and just answered as if it was totally legitimate questions that weren't being made sarcastically. For that situation, that was a big part of the problem. You really don't understand at all the discrepancy between the average person and the reality of your life as a royal person. And maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't see those differences or realize them. But I think to a lot of us, that can look very bad. You don't acknowledge or understand this huge discrepancy between how you live and how the other side lives. And you think that your life is so bad and that your situation is so bad, and you are talking about how awful it is. Yep, and this is what's coming up. They have so much, and you just take it for granted. And they've got this family member who's in this situation that they've basically just forgotten. The fake nun. Oh, gotta make him feel spectacular.
A collection of the people you most hate in life. We all got together.
In a reptile cage. At a zoo.
No, it was decided a lot about you that they would like if they got a chance.
It all sounds hideous.
Yes.
She cracks me up.
Documentary film.
BBC.
It means no acting, no artifice. Like one of those wildlife films.
Oh, I like this. Except this time, we are the endangered species.
I believe your mother-in-law is still living. According to the Foreign Office, it's possible she's in some danger.
To bring your mother to England.
Here?
Yes. Here. I'm sure you'll agree there's room at the inn.
Know what she's like?
A little eccentric, yes.
She's been in institutions most of her adult life. She's not... No, the answer is no.
Come. She's 82. And if being mother to the Duke of Edinburgh, mother-in-law to the Queen isn't qualification enough, the fact that she's grandmother to our future king is. Bring her over. Bubbikins? I'm afraid your dear son is indisposed at the moment. We're in the middle of having a film made. Bubbikins? Yes.
Here is my backdrop. This episode.
watching television. That people might watch us watching television is plumbing new depths of banality.
Normal evening.
This is nothing like a normal evening. This is like some kind of nightmare Christmas.
Hello? Do you mind?
No, not at all.
There wasn't a light to be had anywhere in the palace.
Edinburgh's mother, Princess Alice of Greece and Denmark.
Oh boy. Exactly what he didn't want to happen.
Somebody stop that.
No! Damn it! We have to get her out of here somewhere no one will see her.
What?
A thing.
Why are you so angry with her?
I'm not angry.
Yes, you are. You're furious.
You know nothing.
I know that she's your mother.
And if she knows nothing, then
What is
that's
that
on
supposed to
you. I mean, you two have been married this long. If she doesn't understand exactly how you feel about your mother and exactly the situation that you experienced as a child, that's because you haven't been open enough about it.
It's really quite funny. Except, of course, we were all soaking wet and jolly.
Ah, two of you.
Convent doesn't.
Darling,
It needs £200 for the roof.
Really?
It's true.
And £300 for new medicine. And beds. So we're busy writing to patrons and benefactors asking for money.
A meeting of the Privy Council certainly helps to keep things brief.
I wonder what's more dull. Having to sit through one of those meetings or having to watch it on television.
But it's not only the Queen who has royal duty. Balmoral Castle, the Queen's private residence in the Highlands of Scotland.
Last night, the nation tuned in as
Merlin.
one to watch a documentary. It's hard to imagine what they were thinking to open the doors to television cameras that, stripped of all ceremony and mystery, marvel at how normal they were. In yachts and airplanes we pay for, fishing on rivers they own, and cooking barbecues in forests they own. We would reflect on how tirelessly they toiled, what good value for money they represent.
Don't be shy. Come on, let's all hear it. Come on, John. Come on.
The most ardent monarch, their overinflated sense of self-entitlement.
I had totally forgot that Colin had played in anything like this. Mostly know him from Merlin, and then I've watched a little bit of his own video content that he's done himself with the other actor that played King Arthur, but that's pretty much all I know about him.
Uncles that embarrass us. Christmases to endure. We are perfectly normal.
But people don't consider you to be. This is where
Your
they
lives
say
are very different than a normal person's.
they don't want you to be normal.
Well,
That
what do
too.
they want? It's all any of us want to know.
To be
What do
extraordinary.
you want from us?
Well, the truth is, we don't know what we want.
That's true too.
You to be ideal.
hmm
Human being is ideal.
Yes, but we have this image of
Which is why I'm
idealism
saying the
that
royal family
we
being
try
kept
to
out of sight,
project and that we think
out of
that
mind and
people like
sanity.
you
We, hidden away,
are,
we
that
have
we
to be
think
in
that
full
we
view
should
all
strive
the
to
time.
be.
I did warn
Do
you.
not say you warned me.
I did. It was always a daft idea. It was always going to backfire.
Is it really necessary for you to speak your mind quite so mercilessly at every opportunity?
Where do you
It
think I get
seems
that
like
from?
you need it.
Most vocal critics would represent more of a turnaround.
If we can get an endorsement.
You can.
He is just making all the enemies.
Only of all, they've specifically requested you as the writer.
Oh, they really have gone mad.
I can hardly wait to start doing Blast from the Past episodes of Merlin. It just makes me so happy to see him.
The nom? That's Princess Alice.
Who?
Mother.
Oh
of,
boy.
His Highness Duke of Edinburgh. Not. So if you don't mind.
I could ask her myself.
But no, that really wouldn't be
Oh
appropriate. Please,
boy.
Hello, I'm John Armstrong. We have an interview?
Yes, of course.
She said yes. Very beginning.
But I'm ancient.
But I'm ancient.
And I have all the time in the world.
Slow, child.
Slow?
Slow in here.
Right.
I was born deaf. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. I was treated by Sigmund Freud. He was not a kind man.
I think he's getting more than what he thought he was gonna get.
I was there for just over 2 years.
Oh boy, this ought to be fun. Look at that jaw drop.
She was consistently misunderstood, marginalized, and underestimated. Doctors inflicted untold horrors on her, x-raying her womb to bring on menopause and reduce her libido, pro-shock treatment to treat her hysteria, work, public service, and campaigning for social justice, often at great personal risk. It's a love letter. An apology.
Yeah, you do.
Faithlessness.
Mm-hmm.
All this time, I've been trying to keep you out of sight of the cameras, when quite clearly, you should have been center stage.
If only with help.
That wasn't help that they gave you.
Nope.
It was torture. It was barbaric.
Yep.
And your courage in rising above it.
Because they stupidly thought it was correct.
I didn't do it alone.
It was not. Some people love the whole Freudian everything, but there's a lot of problems with Freud. I know that other treatments were worse than.
Whether the BBC plans to repeat it in 3 weeks' time.
I don't think that either. That documentary were never seen again, anywhere, by anyone.
Yeah, the TV productions never seem to go the way they want them to, or the way they think they should go. I don't really see them as a negative, though. Not in the grand scheme of things. People should be able to see inside, even just a little bit. Alright, y'all, that was Season 3, Episode 4, Bubbikins. Maybe shocking episode, but still amazing. And there's a lot I could say about mental illness, mental unwellness, misdiagnosis, and all of that. But, yeah, that's another show, another time. So it covers some really tough topics. Really glad to see that again. Really surprised that Merlin was on there. Not Merlin, but hey, you know. So now, let's get to the outro, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.